We
Y'all
on.
say like that.
Alright.
We in this motherfucker on chill. I don't even know you. Yeah, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, hey, you need to tell the bros about how to, how you correlate the pumpkin with the black people in the hood, man.
Man, the bros ain't trying to hear that.
Man, I'm telling you, man, what's good, man? What's up? What's up, man? What's up?
Always
Tell how you doing, man? I'm telling you, hey, tell them about how the pumpkin correlate with the people in the hood, man. I'm telling you.
The pumpkin. He was talking about the pumpkin.
We got something to say about it. Hey,
We was just talking about the
it.
pumpkin in the hood. Correlating the pumpkin with niggas in the hood. Black folks in urban America. So I was telling him, he was like, what you talking about the pumpkin? What the pumpkin got to do with black people in the hood? I'm like, man, the pumpkin, you know what you do when you get a pumpkin, right? You take the pumpkin and you gut the pumpkin out, right? You take the pumpkin and you gut it out. You get all the insides out the pumpkin. You take everything out the pumpkin, you make it hollow, empty, right? And then you take the pumpkin and you stuff the pumpkin with whatever you want to stuff it with.
Oh, yeah,
Food,
that's that shit you
candy,
talking about.
whatever you want to stuff the pumpkin with, you stuff with everything, right? So I was telling him, when they gut the pumpkin out, when they stuff the pumpkin what they want to stuff it with, it's just like the hood. It's just like urban black America. America came into the ghettos and gutted it out. They gutted it out. They took out all the jobs. They got all the economic base, independent black economic base, like we had before. All the black owned businesses. They shut all that stuff down. They came in and took away all the educational after school programs. They put all the young black kids in the streets. They took away the disunity. They took away the love. They destroyed the black family. They took the black man out the household with the black woman, left her to fend for herself with the kids. So they gutted us out like the pumpkin. They gutted everything up out the hood. They took everything out the hood, just left it hollow. It was just empty. It was all you had was the projects and black people and niggas just hanging out in the hood. And niggas just out there with nothing. So we just gutted out. We just hollow. Then they just came back. Then they came back to us. And they stuffed us. They stuffed it with what America came and stuffed it with what she wanted to stuff it with. She stuffed it with guns and drugs. She put all that in the pumpkin. The guns and the drugs and the disunity and the hate and the envy and the black on black crime and it turned us all against each other. And right now to this day, you got all the young is able to just come up and shoot his own black brother down the streets. Able to find a black woman that shoot her down the streets and kill her. You got all the carjacking going on, but they stuffed us with all this stuff like the pumpkin. They stuffed it into the pumpkin, stuffed it. But the pumpkin is orange, right? The pumpkin is orange. You got to remember the color of the pumpkin.
Oh yeah,
Pumpkin
they gonna
is
love it.
orange. So when they stuffed the pumpkin, what they wanted to stuff the pumpkin with, after they made it all hollow, and they stuffed it with what they wanted to stuff it with. Then they came back. What? The pumpkin is orange. What does the color orange? What does the color orange got to do with black people? You remember? It does. You remember recently? The orange is what? The orange is the new black. Remember that? Remember people running around saying the orange is the new black. You remember that? The orange is the new black. So we became the pumpkin. We became orange. Who they was locking up? When they was locking us up, what they was putting us in? Orange jumpsuits. Am I correct? Orange jumpsuits. So they put you in an orange jumpsuit. Yeah. They said orange is the new black, parading us around like what?
You don't know.
Pumpkin. Parading us around like the pumpkin.
I needed that energy. That's that energy.
Is that the truth or what?
That is.
So that's why that's what the pumpkin have to do with black people's in the hood. It's symbolic. It's a signs and symbols for the conscious minds. You got to understand the signs and symbols for the conscious mind. So we run around talking about a pumpkin, but for real, America showing and proving that we can make the black man the pumpkin. We can put you in an orange jumpsuit and parade you around, make you look like a pumpkin. And that's what they did. That's what they're doing right now today. That's why we hollow right now in our communities. We hollow, we empty in the inside.
Smiling.
We don't have no love for each other. We don't have no unity for each other. We don't have no real economic base in our communities. Whenever one try to come up, we try to pull them down.
All the time. Crabs in the bucket.
So they made us hollow like the pumpkin. Yeah, I got the drugs. I got them pills. I got that syrup. I got them rocks. I got that blow. I got all that. I got them guns. Nigga, get out your car. I'm trying to jack you. Hollowing is inside like the pumpkin. They made us like that. I'm telling you, man. People don't recognize this though. People just run around here trick or treat, Halloween, trick or treat, the pumpkin everywhere. Not understanding. They got black people right now, mass incarcerated, running around with orange jumpsuits on, looking like a pumpkin. Hollowed out, dumb, deaf, and blind. That's the facts. Remember that. Life Coach CW told you that.
What's up?